Kieran, a frustrating one on Friday, but hopefully it hasn't disrupted preparations for Wednesday night too much.
No, we've had a few days since then. Of course, frustrating for the fans who've travelled up there. Of course, for us as well, travelling up there Thursday and not finding out until a bit later on Friday. But it is what it is. We can't change it. So we've made the best out of it. You know, we had a good session on Saturday morning at the training ground, and we've had a couple of good days training now. So we're ready for the game.
I was going to ask you about Saturday morning, the lads coming in and feeling somewhat refreshed. It was a long journey, but an earlier night at least.
Yeah, you don't get that that adrenaline from the game and the fatigue that then brings as well. So yeah, we were able to get some good work in the squad on Saturday morning. That was the benefit. We always try and take the positive from every situation, and we got back a little bit earlier Friday. We were able to have a real good work day for the whole squad on Saturday morning, and hopefully that'll help us over the next few weeks.
A specific time frame to be set on Wes Burns, unfortunately sidelined. Other than that, is the squad in fairly good shape?
Yeah, not too bad. Elkin's still got a little bit of stiffness with his back since he came back from international. Nothing too major, we don't think, but he's not training yet. And Freddie's not going to make this one, unfortunately, but he's recovering well, and he's not too far away.
Bristol City, what are your thoughts?
A really tough game on a Wednesday night. Play with a lot of energy. A really hard running team, really honest group. Obviously, good players, been in the championship for a good amount of time and always been competitive, and they've been really competitive in all the games again this season. So we're looking forward to the game. I think it'll be hopefully quite an open game. Both teams with forward intent, and it should make for a good match. So we've respected the opponent as we do with everybody, and now it'll just be about trying to deliver a performance. And we feel like we've been waiting a while for a game now, so everyone's itching to get to Wednesday night and get the game started.
They do have periods of ups and downs, it's probably fair to say, for Bristol City, but are they very much a team where you still look at players and think that they have genuine threats?
I think it's ups and downs in this division is normal, because every game's so tight. They've I say they haven't looked like they've got a really good group. They have threats, from different areas. They got good athleticism in the squad. They got a good age profile in the squad now as well, and they've been competitive in pretty much every game this season. As I said, the margins between teams are so little, and we'll have to be at our very, very best to compete there on a Wednesday night. So we fully are prepared for what we're going into, and we know it's going to be a big game, but it's one to look forward to. I say it's going to be great to get out in front of the supporters. Preston feels a long time away now, and we can't wait to get going again.
A different match on the pitch, but do you look at other away games this season? I think midweek, I'm thinking back to maybe Southampton away, aspects like that in terms of preparation and perhaps execution? A
little bit. In terms of your routine and stuff like that, yes. But again, the games are so different. Bristol are such a different style of play to Southampton. And you really do have to respect each game as it comes, and respect each opponent and respect their threats and prepare for those. But yeah, in terms of the routine, we've had quite a few night games now, and that's going to be the flow right through until well after the turn of the year. It's going to be midweek games in the league, regularly now, and we're going to have to get that routine of 2 league games a week. And we're looking forward to it. We got a big squad, everyone's competing for places, and we're looking forward to a busy schedule of games. Of course, we're going to have one more break, but the midweek games and the 2 games a week, we're ready to embrace that.
And one thing that will be similar is a great following should be over 3,000 fans going to Bristol City on a Wednesday, which again is amazing, and they'll have a part to play.
Massively, yeah, that's going to be fantastic. It really will. I say, when you get used to playing games and getting out there and trying to perform in front of our supporters, the players miss it when you have a couple of weeks without it. So I say Friday night was frustrating for everyone, especially those who travelled. So those who are making the big trip down on Wednesday, we're looking forward to having them at our backs. And again, I think the group will go out and do everything they can to try and give them a good night. Does
anything change too much with it being 24 hours closer to the next game?
The Wednesday, Saturdays are a little bit different. We haven't had so much of that in League One. I don't think we would have played a Wednesday night at any point. So the Wednesday, Saturdays are a quicker turnaround than even a Saturday, Tuesday, because you go from Saturday afternoon to Tuesday night. It's different than Wednesday night to Saturday afternoon. So the turnaround's a little bit shorter. So you do have to plan a little bit further in advance, and look at the makeup of the team and what's going to be right for each game. So yeah, we have to do that process, but the large focus still needs to go in the next game and putting out as strong a team as we can that we think is going to be enough to go and do really well in the game.
Just finally, Kieran, there was some sad news at the weekend, of course, with Sir Bobby Charlton. You'll know as well as anyone what regard he was held in, not only at Manchester United and in England, but in football overall. I just wondered what your thoughts were and his sad loss.
Yeah, I think just as everyone who came across him has said, what a wonderful gentleman, of course, the fantastic achievements he had in football as a player predominantly, and the wonderful things he done were, before my time to watch live, but you watch the videos and what a wonderful player and how everyone speaks about him. But more so for me, just going there as a youth team coach, and the way he would come down to the dressing room before certain games, and his humble manner, and his politeness, and just a wonderful human being. So yeah, will be sorely missed, I think, by everyone in the football community. Certainly sorely missed by everyone associated to Manchester United. And yeah, it was sad news, but I'm sure time to reflect on his great achievements and great impact on so many people as well.